How close are we to seeing private equity dollars in college sports, and what may it look like?
Well, I can't speak to how others think about it, but from my perspective, I have to bring optionality to our board. That's my job as the commissioner. And we explored private equity, traditional private equity. We looked at the debt market as well. I think if we're ever to go in that direction, and it's an if, it's not going to be, it'll be a hybrid approach and very bespoke, where we can partner with someone that provides some commercial expertise and resources in addition to being a capital partner potentially. We are not going to sell a stake in this conference for sure. We think there's real upside. We don't want to give that up. But do we partner with someone strategically that provides different types of resources, capital, strategic resources, et cetera, et cetera? Yeah, I think that potentially could happen in the short term.
Within the next year, maybe?
Who knows? I can't say never, but we continue to explore the marketplace. We stay informed, which is critically important. And you know, if the right opportunity presents itself, and we'll explore it and we'll vet it out.
We've also done the same thing. I know Val has as well. You have to provide options for your board. And at the end of the day, they're going to decide what they're comfortable with and what they're not. Part of that is making sure that they're educated. And this thing is moving fast. And so none of us ever want to feel flat-footed or get caught flat-footed. So we always entertain any reach out. If somebody reaches out and says, hey, I have this idea or concept, we'd like to bring it to you. I mean, we really try to flush that out. No matter how well I know someone or don't, I don't think you can just ignore the opportunity to hear some creative ways to bring additional resources to your league.
Yeah, we've been approached by a host of firms, just like Brett and Jim have, and you know, we're resistant at this point. I mean, we're trying to figure out, what the return, what the payback is, the terms and conditions of the payback are going to be relative to what the capital is being used for. And my sense right now, just looking around at what's happening in college sports, is most schools are probably interested in the capital so they can pay the players. And I don't see that as a growth asset. I mean, if you're winning, maybe that can inspire additional revenue streams. But we found success.
This is what Mark Lazary is interested
success in this business is very short-lived, So if the money is to build a building or to come up with some other clearly definable asset that you can then, promise a return about, that may be one thing. I think the better questions, and I don't know if Brett and Jim agree, is around maybe how athletic departments should be structured. Because, they are the traditional, okay, in terms of how they function, what the job is. They're sort of compliance oriented. You got to deal with coaches and all of the basics. The block and tackling isn't going to go away. But I do think maybe there's some innovative ways to think of how do you structure an athletic department in a way that can create some better returns and maybe get colleagues in the college world thinking a little bit more like how they think in the pros. And that seems to be happening based on what we're seeing at the commissioner level, what we see at the campus level. And so I do think that, to me, those are meatier conversations to me right now than taking a private equity at a 20% return.